Hey guys, so I hear this all the time when I talk to people about coaching. They're all concerned about this one thing, and that thing is coming off salesy. So I get the excuse all the time that I'm not a salesperson. And my first response to that is, thank God, right? Because when you think about that, when you think about like who you think is salesy or somebody being a salesperson, most of the time that something that comes to mind is negative, right? It's like a used car salesman, or maybe it's the guys at the kiosk in the middle of the mall that like drag you over to their cart and they're trying to get you to try out like their hair curlers or whatever it may be, right? So being a salesperson actually sometimes comes with a negative connotation. And what we're doing is quite the opposite. So think of it this way. When somebody walks into a running store, right? And they walk into, say, like a store that does the testing on your feet, and they figure out like what size shoe you should wear, and do you pronate or supinate, and are you a runner or do you train? What can these do for you? Number one, you've already told them that you're interested because you've walked into that store. Number two, they're not so worried about the sale as they are about helping you find the right sneaker for your foot for the activity that you're doing. And that's a lot like what we do as Beachbody coaches. So as coaches, we are simply inspiring people by sharing what we love, sharing what we're doing, sharing what's working for us. And then when somebody asks us, what do you do as a coach? Or somebody asks to be part of our challenge groups, that is when we start asking those questions. Just like that sales rep that you left and you were like, dude, I loved him. He was so helpful, at the sneaker joint, rather than the person yanking you in and saying like, hey, I have this awesome deal and you should buy this, when you didn't even tell them you were interested in that product. You leave there going, thank you. So we're just like that person. That's when we start asking questions. We get to know them. We figure out how we can help them because we've had our own experiences and we want to pass it on to others. So if you're not a salesperson, fantastic. I don't want you to use those old school weird sales tactics. I had no sales experience before I came into coaching. I was in marketing. I did social media and SEO, but that is completely different than being like a cold caller or knocking, door to door, or calling people and, upselling them on things and stuff like that. And I'm still massively successful in this business, and you can be too. So we are not salespeople. We are coaches who inspire others through sharing our journey, and then by listening and creating a relationship with somebody and helping them to get something that they want, not something that we want to give them.